Hello, everyone. You're watching Madden Ultimate Team, and I'm your host, The Coach. This game should not disappoint, so sit back and put that remote down.
And we are underway in Buffalo. Pulls it in at the 13. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They'll be led out by the rookie who played his college ball for the Pitt Panthers. So that's Kenny Pickett.
And when you watch Kenny Pickett play, you see a young man who got better every season in college and really blossomed in his final campaign, took his game to a new level, and made him a first-round pick in the NFL. He's the type of kid who can beat you with his mind, beat you with his arm, and occasionally with his legs. A tough, skilled performer. Kenny Pickett, he's got some moxie to him.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Up the middle, Ingram. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Pickett will look to throw it here. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Now Sanders. Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And they'll be led out by a man who needs no introduction. One of the most exciting players in all of sports. Now his 6th season out of Texas A&M, Patrick Mahomes. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Mahomes to throw. something to run for it. The decision, a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Throwing now is Mahomes. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 19. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Here we go now on first and goal. They'll try to run with Hines. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Nyheim Hines. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. So onto the field, their second drive of the game. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks.
Ingram churning. He lost the football. And it looks like Steeler football. It is.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them pass it, has it? I mean, they've dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passers.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Keyshawn Johnson, 32 yards. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play drive and into the end zone for 6. Pulls it in at the 13. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And Charles, he's a rookie. He's put it on the ground once, maybe defensively. Now they're saying, okay, we can get this young buck to cough it up 2-3 times. He's got to be careful here.
Yeah, they do tend to zero in on the young runners because once one comes out, as you noted, you think there's an opportunity for more. This is where you have to get with that guy and say, all right, they're going to come after you, but we believe in your talents. Take care of the football, and let's go.
A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. They give to Ingram up the middle to about the 35, second down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it 2nd and 7. Ingram again. And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone. Duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw this up.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
You can admire his willingness to sacrifice his body to try and pick up the first down, and I do. But let's face it, you know his coaches are going to warn him about diving or extending for a marker for this exact reason. So much easier to have the ball knocked free when you're extended like that. So if you're going to dive, you got to make sure you secure the football, which he didn't.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. On the defensive side, tackled by John Randall. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Now a handoff to Ingram. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. This is Ingram. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The Steelers ready to take over on offense. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
33 yards that time. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. No, he didn't spike it. He faked it. And that's caught inside the 30. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Mahomes now on 1st down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Now Greg Joseph for the field goal try. This from 44 yards out, left hash. Joseph's got it, and that will extend their lead even further. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Final 10 seconds of the half as they've got it 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Takes it at the 7. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. And the Steeler offense ready to get going here in this 3rd quarter. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought the first half, they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That was Eric Johnson in there to drop him for a sack. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the 1st down sack. Mahomes under pressure, and they got to him again. We'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. To throw, it's Mahomes. And this one is incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Now a hit and a loose football. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
I feel like you and I could be in our backyard with our dads right now. What did they always say when they were throwing us a ball? Look it all the way in. Make sure you secure it. That had the feeling of not happening there on that play, that he didn't have full control of the ball.
When that punt's coming in, I don't have a return punts, but I would imagine it's tough to monitor those guys coming full steam ahead at
it. It really is. You try and get that peek to know where they are, about whether you should fair catch it or not. But sometimes you just have to have a sense, a feeling, and just have to make sure.
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Nyheim Hines, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the 3rd quarter. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Third down now. Those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
The throw taken in by Cole. And almost but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. Fourth down. Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll punt it away for the fourth time today. And Sanders now to return. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Mahomes now on first down. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the third quarter. Back now in Buffalo. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. This is Hines. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for it in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete.
And he is going to have the Steelers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
They run with Hines. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. A gain of 3, 2nd down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Now it's Hines. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Here's Hines. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us. We're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked-off folks on the other sideline now.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the point,
and he fires one that's intercepted.
And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football.
The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
And it'll be intercepted.
And the Rams come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were.
The coach here, and welcome to this Ultimate Challenge. Sit back and relax. You're in for a real treat with this matchup. To finish this out, here's Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
So for this challenge, we're in the fourth quarter with 3 minutes to go. The game is all tied up. You have the ball on your own 20-yard line. As we get set here, 1st and 10. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Draw play. This is Hines. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I know a lot of people won't like the draw called in that situation, but every now and then that pops big. In this case, it didn't happen.
On 2nd down, right back to Hines. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. And the box with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. On the delay, here's Hines. And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. Sean So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. And some room to roll now. And they're able to get this one across the 35. An even 100 yards now for Hines on the ground, and that's a 1st down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
They run again with Hines. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Gosh, on this drive alone now, he's over 50 yards rushing.
What's that old expression they like to use? He hung half 100 on him. That's what he's getting done. And he and his offensive line mates, they're having a ball right now. I know people are screaming, you got to be more aggressive on defense, better play calling. They need better execution. They need guys who will step up and make a big hit.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw here taken in by Knox. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 36. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards. So tough to cover a big tight end like that.
It changes the chalk, as one of my coaches like to say, meaning the normal things don't apply. All right, used to say, okay, there's a tight end going out. We're either going to put a big linebacker on him or maybe a safety and call it a day. Now, the strength of that position and the sheer number of catches that they make as well as their dexterity, sometimes you have to put a cornerback on him because he might be the primary guy going out for a pass. It changes what they do defensively, and it's usually not good for the defense.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a short. Well, target, that's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that too, but it was a crossbar that said otherwise, and that'll deny him a shot at 3.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a 1st down.
Open man has got one. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Brady. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Now Brady again. And his throw here's incomplete. Vincent Smith, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Succop's kick is good. And it'll be a hot time in Ybor tonight. The Bucs have won the football game. Well, unfortunately, no win on this attempt, but you can... And now the offense getting set, 1st and 10. They run the counter. It's Hines. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
92 yards rushing for him now as he's toted it 21 times.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and 1st down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and it'll be 2nd and very short. Up the gut, Fournette. On 1st down, Hines.
And the midfield stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hines. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 42. A nice pickup of 17 yards.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. He finds his man Johnson.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
And am I seeing this correctly? They brought out the field goal team here on first down from the right hash. This a 31-yard attempt. The kick by Joseph is good. And with it, they have taken the lead. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And Brate, the tight end's got it. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Here's Brady to throw. He finds his target. It's Evans. And that'll just about do it for us in this one. You've notched another win, and the next challenge awaits.
Hey, folks, I'm your host, the coach. It's game time. It's Ultimate Team. It doesn't get any better than this. Let's join this one already in progress. Here's Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Coach. So for this challenge, we're in the 4th quarter with 3 minutes to go. You're down 7. You have possession on your own 30-yard line. 2nd and 7. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Great start to the 2nd quarter. Better than 30 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. He's going to let it go again. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Mahomes. He's going to go up top again. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Finding Sanders on the crossing route. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 19. It's a gain of 19 down to the 19, and it's a 1st down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Mahomes to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Mahomes. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he returns this to the 22. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? What does he want for football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Here's Winston. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Now Winston. Connecting with Hill. Well, you came up short in this one, but no worries. Select replay challenge and go get that win. And on second down, the offense gets ready to rock. From the 30 on second down, Mahomes. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Going to need better protection here. Third and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Oh, he fakes a spike.
There is something to a game plan. We're trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do some. Send him deep. Try to throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run success.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down at the 2. So close. Wow, first and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Fournette. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on first down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
On second down now, it's Hines. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on third and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. No gain on the play, and what to do now on fourth and goal. Defense didn't budge on third down. Now what are we going to see on fourth?
We're soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand.
And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Chris Olave. Second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Buccaneers go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that will tie things at 20 all. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of fit.
Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football.
Brandon, I'm not going to tell him that you called him old in our pregame meeting, but this guy has been around a long time. If there's a trick in the book, he knows it. He probably even wrote a few chapters, and this is what he's always had, and that's a nose for the football. He's able to come away here with the interception.
Joseph's got it, and with it, they have taken the lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen go out to...
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Pulls it in at the 30. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And they'll be backed up a bit to start as he's out of bounds at the 16. The New Orleans offense set to take over. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because...
Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Mahomes to throw. Going for it all. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Keyshawn Johnson, 28 yards. And the Buccaneers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Mahomes will throw for it. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And with a successful 2-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for...
And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Well done. You've defeated this ultimate challenge. Now, if there are stars still available, you can always replay the challenge again. Otherwise, it's time to move on to the next one.
Hello, everyone. You're watching Ultimate Challenges, and I'm your host, the Coach. Let's get back to Brandon and Charles for the call.
This challenge begins in the second quarter with 3 minutes to go. We're still without a score, tied at 0. Your opponent has the ball at your 30, and it's 1st and 10. And it's picked up by the Steelers. Nicely done. Another one up, another one down. Keep grinding.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for joining us today. I'm the Coach, and this is Madden Ultimate Team.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. On 1st down, Mahomes. He's got a man complete. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Nyheim Hines, 70 yards. Nice job there getting the win. Next up, another challenge, of course.
Hey, folks, it's the Coach here. Welcome back for another exciting matchup in Madden Ultimate Team. Now let's hand it off to Brandon and Charles as we jump straight into the action.
Coach, we will begin this challenge in the third quarter with 3 minutes remaining. Still no points on the board. It's 0-0. But you're in the red zone. 1st and 10. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 41 yards. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Again, it's Johnson. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. There you have it, another challenge and another victory. Now remember, you can always replay challenges if you left.
Taking you the rest of the way, here's Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis. Brandon.
We will begin this challenge in the third quarter with the ball at midfield. As we get set here, 1st and 10. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. McCaffrey on the counter. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. Throwing here on 3rd down. Darnold. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
And just like that, another Ultimate Challenge has been defeated. Savor the victory, if only for a moment, because you know there's always another challenge right around the corner.
Hey, everybody, welcome. It's the Coach with you here today for another edition of Madden Ultimate Team. Let's send it down to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis for the call.
So for this challenge, we're in the fourth quarter with 3 minutes to go. You're down a field goal. You have the ball on your own 20-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 69 yards. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Joseph is good. All right, you did it. You got the win. Congratulations. Keep that momentum going and
Welcome, everybody. I'm the coach. Up next, another Ultimate Challenge on EA Sports. To finish this out, here's Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Coach, we will begin this challenge in the third quarter with 3 minutes remaining. Still no points on the board. It's 0-0. You have the ball inside your own 10. First and 10. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. They go play action. Now Mahomes. He's going to try and go deep again. He's got a man. Complete. The 20. 10, 5, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Keyshawn Johnson, an even 90 yards. Congratulations on yet another victory. Now you can go right to the next check.
The coach here, and welcome to this Ultimate Challenge. Sit back and relax. You're in for a real treat with this matchup. Let's join this one already in progress. Here's Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Coach. This challenge begins in the second quarter with 3 minutes to go. We're still without a score, tied at 0. Your opponent has the ball right at midfield as we get set here, first and 10. From the 50, Stafford. He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
That was a fun one to watch right there. Nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
One of the league's best linebackers. He ended that play almost before it began. And the running back, absolutely overmatched no matter what he tried to do.
On second and 15 now. Stafford. Looking sideline, incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. And the offense readies for a first down and 10. From the 50, it's Stafford. Over the middle and complete to the tight end, Higbee. He's got room at the 30. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Not quite enough that time. Maybe just try a... So first and 10, and the Rams offense gets ready. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a second and 6. They'll run here with Raymond Calais. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. The Steelers now in the nickel here on third down. Back to throw, Stafford. And this is incomplete. And now the offense getting set, first and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone is hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back up.
Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. This has been a long drive. You know that defense, they're craving to get off the field. They were able to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
Yeah, and on the offensive side of the ledger, they were thinking about how do we punctuate this drive with 6, right? Making an exclamation point.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. And that'll just about do it for us in this one. You've notched another win, and the next challenge awaits. And the offense readies for a 1st down and 10. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Wide open receiver complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And a short gain here down to the 22. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 2nd and 9, Stafford.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. All right, not the result that you were hoping for. Don't sweat it, though. You can replay the challenge right now or it... So 1st and 10, and the Rams offense gets ready. Now it's Stafford off the bootleg, rolling to his right, and his throw's going to be incomplete.
It certainly looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the 1st.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. Well done. You've defeated this ultimate challenge. Now, if there are stars still available, you can always replay the challenge again. Otherwise, it's time to move on to the next one. And now the offense getting set, 1st and 10. Stafford. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Steelers. Nicely done. Another one up, another one down. Keep grinding and keep racking up those wins. And the offense readies for a 1st down and 10.
They give up the middle.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Steelers. There he goes, left side. Nice job there getting the win. Next up, another challenge, of course.
Hey, folks, it's the coach here. Welcome back for another exciting matchup in Madden Ultimate Team.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 35.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Keyshawn Johnson,
35 yards. And the Steelers are on the board first here this afternoon. There you have it, another challenge and another victory. Now remember, you can always replay
Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach with you here today for another edition of Madden Ultimate Team. Let's get back to Brandon and Charles for the call.
Thank you, Coach. So for this challenge, we're in the fourth quarter with 3 minutes to go. Still no points on the board. It's 0-0. You have the ball on your own 20-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. Now he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Mahomes now on 1st down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got a man complete. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 47 yards. We know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages.
Joseph's got it.
And just like that, another ultimate challenge has been defeated. Savor the victory, if only for a moment, because you know there's...
Hello, and welcome into this Madden Ultimate Team Showdown. I'm your host, the Coach. Now let's hand it off to Brandon and Charles as we jump straight into the action.
This challenge begins in the second quarter with 3 minutes to go. We're still without a score, tied at 0. But your opponent has driven down to your 25. 1st and long. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Steps away to his left. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce. And the Giants on 1st and 10. Their offense ready to go. Now Jones. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. Does the big boy have the juice? 30. Past the 20. 10. 5. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. All right, you did it. You got the win. Congratulations. Keep that momentum going and tackle that next challenge. We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Philadelphia Eagles. Evan McPherson has this one teed up, and off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. This is taken just shy of the 10. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. To throw at the outset, here's Hurts. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as this defense cannot come up with a play that they need. In fact, they surrender a big chunk, 17 yards there on 4th down. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. He tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Burrow, and the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
But that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Now Burrow on first down. That is taken in by Hurst. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A very solid gain of 27.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice
touchdown. Hayden Hurst from 13 yards out. And the Bengals take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Evan McPherson for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals.
Makes the score 7-7, Eagles nothing. Kevin McPherson to kick off fourth down.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken from about the 12. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hurts.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts.
He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders.
And some room to work. 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
45 yards rushing for him down his first 2 carries of the ball game.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a 1st down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
4 yards to go on 2nd down from the 7.
Another run here with Sanders. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted.
And the Bengals are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, Pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception.
11 MT.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase, complete.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to first and 10. Now Burrow. And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
T. Higgins.
40 yards.
And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And it's now 14-0.
Bengals 14, Eagles nothing. Evan McPherson, the kickoff.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Looking to throw again on second down. Hurts. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 27 yards there, a first down.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And this is caught. It's Brown.
And they're going to have a first down, and they're in field goal range as well as they're down inside the 20.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
Throwing is Hurts.
And it's caught. Touchdown, Eagles.
Devontae Smith on the receiving end from Jalen Hurts. And the Eagles are on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
T. Higgins was the intended target.
And it's second down.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Here we go.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's first and 10 just outside the red zone. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by James Bradbury.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try to win this ball game.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground, mix it again. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 40. That one goes for 24 yards. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him. Because
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face. That is a rare completion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
His percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. He's going to wind up and air it out.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't put it in there, and it's 4th down.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
From the 24, Hurts
steps away. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It's only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Yeah, he'll be stopped at about the 38 after a pickup of 4.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. They'll set up to throw.
On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Again, it's Mixon.
And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is way short of first.
With a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to perhaps salt this one away.
McPherson's kick is good.
And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10.
Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
They go play action with Hurts.
Rolling to his, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Mike Hilton.
And the Bengals are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Highmark Stadium in upstate New York. Today, we've got an AFC East matchup between the New England Patriots and the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down. They run again on first down. Cook. Despite the strong run, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
An early message that this secondary is going to be tested, because even though it fell incomplete, it almost felt like a warning shot to get things going.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. Allen going to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 32-yard line. Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game.
And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
11 more on that one and another first down. So back-to-back big runs picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Allen.
And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown.
A 20-yard touchdown.
And the Bills get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now, flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
This is taken just shy of the 10.
Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone.
As that ball got away from him, and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. There with the tackle, Dietrich Wise Jr.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
Right back to Singletary on 2nd down.
And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter play. So they've been unable to capitalize on a great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. So the shotgun snap to Allen. This will be caught at about the 3. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
Singletary is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
And that loss of yards there is not just on him. It's on the guys blocking for him. I mean, they're supposed to create some type of space or at least get a stalemate. They end up letting them through, and they ended up tackling him for a loss.
On second and goal, Allen. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills.
And the Patriots are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. First down, and they go back to Harris. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
On second down, this is Harris.
And he's going to have a Patriots first down as the tackle made just shy of the 30.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Now Jones.
Checking this down to Stevenson.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. Throwing Jones. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers.
He's got room at the 30, and he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
That was a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Throwing on second and long. Jones. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Devontae Parker, 26 yards.
And the Patriots are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
So a late touchdown here just before the half, and that obviously changes the dynamic of this game.
Yeah, in a couple of ways, partner, because they've been shut out up until this point. So now at least they go into the locker room, and Uncle Mo may be creeping over to their side to talk to them a little bit. And second, they're right back in the football game, an extra point away from tying things up.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Taken from about the 12.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Allen. And that is caught. It's Davis. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards to pick up there.
That certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play call should get all the credit. Sometimes I think about it, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first step.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Mills. And the Pats are going to take possession of the football.
Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score.
Pulls it in at the 13. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jones, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Tre'Davious White with a pick.
And the Bills are going to take possession of the football.
First possession of the third quarter. Interception, so maybe a second half turn something.
Indeed, and not the turn they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They go right back to Singletary. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Now on 2nd and 13. Allen.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Patriots are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it, because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they pick that one off.
Again, it's Harris on second down.
And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 46 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 36. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. Back to throw. Jones. Open receiver here. Complete. It's Parker. Touchdown. Devontae Parker. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Pats have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by Juwan Bentley, and the Pats are going to take possession of the football. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. Think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall...
Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Here's Allen.
Oh, now backing up, and he's out of the end zone. The referee was right there to call it, and that is a safety. So that, a double whammy. Not only do you have to give away the football, but the 2 points mean this is now a two-score game.
And 2 doesn't seem like much, does it? But it means everything in this situation, because now they're going to have to look back, and ultimately, that might be the play that ends up deciding this game.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra that extra emphasis on it got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
Got a little antsy there from his Mike linebacker position.
Partner, there's times you think you've timed up the quarterback's cadence. You think you've got a read on it. He might have thought it on that play. He was wrong.
Under pressure, they got him again. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots.
Well, on one side of this, Charles, an impressive victory. On the other, I mean, you think about it, they scored in the first quarter, but then they didn't score in quarters 2, 3, or 4. They're going to have a lot of work to do before stepping back on the field.
Yeah, it'll be an interesting tape to analyze, won't it? Because why did it work in the first quarter, but nothing in quarters 2, 3, and 4?